Donald and Douglas are Scottish twin engines. They're practical, peppery and proud. They're very good with shunting trucks and coaches. Once they were shunted into place, the trucks knew better than to try any tricks. Some of the engines never understood this, especially James. How come you two do so well with the shunting? These trucks always give me a hard time. The secret was that the truck still remembered when Douglas accidentally destroyed a spiteful brake van on Gordon's Hill. And because they didn't tell him it was an accident, they thought that he did it on purpose. Take care of those two, or we'll end up in the grave like the brake van. Donald and Douglas nearly always worked together. And why the fat man's just standing out there in the middle of nowhere just to watch his engines work, I'll never know. One day, the twins were chuffing through the countryside, hauling a heavy load.
Oh, what a lovely day, Dougie. You said it, Donald.
Down the line, Sec and Co had been struggling with a big cartload of money. Crossing the tracks, the cart's wheels had broken off. Slevine, I told you to get a proper cart. Well, I was in a hurry. What could you possibly be in a hurry for? To get a quarter pounder of cheese at McDonald's? Why do you always think about food, Slevine? Never mind that, Sec. We gotta try and get this cart off the tracks before the next train comes. Don't worry, Cyber. The next train isn't due for an hour. Oh, crap. Why do I keep using the schedule from 2008? Donald could see the cart on the rails in front of him.
Oh, crap! Stop!
Donald's driver applied the brakes, but it was too late. Luckily, no one was hurt, except for Slevine, who got hit in the head with a coin earlier. But nobody important got hurt.
Stop being pushy. Don't call me pushy. You shouldn't have pushed me into the cart. I didn't push you. You pulled me into the cart. Did not. Did not. Did too.
In about an hour's time, the tracks were cleared and Donald and Douglas were on their way. But the twins were so cross, they refused to speak to each other for the rest of the day. The next day, the Fat Controller needed an engine to help Duck at the smelter's yards.
Could I go, sir?
I only need one engine, Donald, not two.
I'm only one engine, sir. I'd like to work with Duck.
The Fat Controller was surprised, but agreed. Thomas was worried. Won't you two miss one another? I know I'd miss Annie and Clarabelle if I was separated from them. Which has happened a number of times before.
Better off on my own.
Well, suit yourselves.
I'm off. Later, losers.
At first, Donald enjoyed working with Duck. Then, things started to go wrong.
Hello, Donald. Why the long face? Everyone's a critic. No, not you, nostalgia critic.
Did you shunt those trucks to the other line?
You said you wanted them on the other line.
That other line, the other line!
Well, I wish you'd be more specific. There's an awful lot of other lines around here.
Forget it! Douglas would have known what I meant.
Wow. Now I know how Sec feels when Miss Bossy's around.
Yeah, Miss Bossy's just ordered us to stay in the flat because of a monster out there. Hey, if she's out there, why hasn't the monster got her? Because, stupid, monsters don't eat fat, ugly bitches.
What did you say?
I said genies grant you 3 wishes.
Oh.
Douglas was working on his own. He chuffed dutifully through the beautiful countryside. But Douglas had no one to share it with. Although he tried not to, he was beginning to miss his twin. That night, Douglas's driver took him to visit Donald.
Oh, I was just passing. Have you come to say you're sorry?
This made Douglas very cross,
I got nothing to be sorry for.
and he steamed away in a huff. The next day, Donald was in a bad mood. Duck could see he was getting too close to the buffers, which aren't exactly there,
Look out!
but it was too late. Donald's driver was very cross. This wouldn't have happened if you were working with Douglas, you stupid idiot. Donald knew he was right, apart from the stupid idiot bit, and Duck knew he couldn't pull Donald back onto the rails, so he went for help.
Oh, this was worse than the time I was forced to play paintball. Oh, me eye!
Douglas was sadly finishing his work as Duck steamed into the depot.
Douglas! Thank God I found you! Donald's in trouble!
Donald in trouble? I'm on my way.
And he steamed off as fast as he could. Overrated lines. Douglas struggled and struggled. He finally pulled his twin gently back onto the track. He was relieved Donald wasn't hurt.
Thank you, Dougie. And I'm sorry. No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry!
Here we go again.
You idiots don't have to have a row about who's sorry. Just be glad you're back together.
And they were. Okay, time out. What the hell is that? Why are the engines suddenly popping up in the segways? Unless they are the segways? Okay, Phil 101, guys. When you do a transition, you want something that actually transitions, not incredibly distracts from everything. You see, guys, when you do something this annoying and this distracting, it doesn't add to the style, it just takes away from the story. I mean, if you're gonna go this far, why not go all the way? Why don't you do this? And they were. Bill and Ben are quarry engines. They are twins. They play together. They shunt trucks together. They even get up to naughtiness together. Wherever you find Bill, you will find Ben. And wherever you find Ben, you will find Bill. One day, Bill and Ben were talking to Thumper in the quarry. Okay, guys, tell me again. Why did Dalek Sek have to leave his van out on the main line for 40 days last year? Okay, alright. Well, Sek was crazy about helping this diesel into the railway, you know, and it turned out that he was infected and... What's that?
Hello, boys.
Hello. Who are you?
I'm Mavis. I was sent here to help out with the quarry work.
Oh, well. Glad you could come and help us. Yeah. Well, we're glad you're here to help us, Mavis. Those trucks have been troublesome for quite a while. Right, lads. We'll sort the new engine out. She won't last 5 minutes with us. Mavis soon got to work with the twins. She handled trucks really well. Once she dealt with them, they knew better than to try any tricks. Not that kind of tricks. Bill and Ben were surprised. I think this could be the start of a beautiful friendship. Quite right.
Well, this isn't the first time I've been looked out by men.
The next day, the Fat Controller came to inspect his quarry engines.
Alright, let's get this over with. I'm missing top gear for this.
He found Mavis and Bill were in fine working order.
Unfortunately, Ben, your buffers are damaged again. You must report to the engine works immediately for a new set of buffers. Again. Mavis, you will have to work with Bill until Ben returns.
Yes, sir.
Good. Now I have to go home and see if I've missed anything extreme on top gear. Don't! I mean, feed my cat.
Ben was happy. Did you hear that, Bill? I'm going to get new buffers. Well, I should get new buffers too. We're twins, we do everything together. But you don't need new buffers, silly. You're only getting new buffers because you're clumsy. No, I'm not. Yes, you are. No, I'm not. Yes, you are.
Will you two stop being pissy? Now come on, Bill. We've got work to do.
Oh, I can't wait to get my new buffers. Later, Bill watched Ben put to the steamworks for his new buffers. Bill was green with envy. He wanted new buffers too. Later, the engines returned to work. But Bill wasn't thinking about work. All he could think about was Ben's new buffers.
Be careful, and stop thinking about Ben's new buffers.
Bill tried thinking about birds. He tried thinking about trees. He tried thinking about the new episode of Family Guy that's going to be on Sunday. He tried thinking about anything but Ben and his new buffers. But it didn't work. I want new buffers too, Mavis.
Just be happy you're in good working order.
Ben gets new buffers and I get short. It's not fair. And he wheezed soot all over Mavis.
Bill!
Oops, sorry. At the engine works, Ben was having his new buffers fitted. He was very excited about it. Ooh, I can't wait till my new buffers are finished. Then I can show off a bit more to Bill and Mavis. We're nearly done with your new buffers, Ben. How's it going, Scott?
I'm working as fast as I can, but there needs more dilithium crystals to stabilize the barrier ion feed mechanism. You don't know what you're doing, do you? No.
Bill tried his best to get on with his work, but the troublesome trucks had spotted a chance for a tease. Poor Bill. He works, he suffers while Ben's twin gets brand new buffers. This made Bill very cross. I might not have new buffers, you little buggers, but I still know how to biff a truck.
No, Bill, don't do it!
But it was too late.
I knew this would happen.
Well, she must have seen this special before. Ben arrived with his shiny new buffers just in time to hear, "Bust my buffers." I think you have.
That's a good one, Ben.
When the Fat Controller arrived and saw Bill's broken buffers, he was not happy.
You have behaved badly, Bill. And what's worse, you're making me miss the Chuckle Brothers. Do you have anything to say for yourself?
Yes, sir. I'm sorry, sir.
Damn right you're sorry, you little... Before you get new buffers, I want you to think about what it means to be a responsible and reliable engine. Is that clear?
Yes, sir. After the Fat Controller left, Ben rolled up to Bill with his shiny new buffers gleaming. They are nice buffers, Ben. Thanks, Bill. I'm sorry I teased you. That's all right, Ben. I was naughty too. Of course you were, silly. We're twins. Well, YouTubers, that's the end of the Trouble with Twins story. So what is the trouble with twins anyway? Well, it's generally the twins themselves. But fortunately, there's a solution to that trouble. And, well, that too is the twins themselves. Well, hope you all enjoyed it. I certainly have. And what have you learned from all this? Never be jealous of people. Never think you're more important than anyone else. And most importantly, we've learned how to tell the difference between a good show and a crappy remake. Goodbye!